So that Furby was actually found in the basement of the Episcopal Church, and we had a ghost. It didn't mean to be a ghost hunting event. We were playing hide and go seek in there one night, and we heard the laughing of the Furby. But how could the batteries have lasted that long? So I brought the Furby tonight because one of the kids that was there that night will be there tonight, so I thought I could scare her.
quick show of hands, who has been here before? All right. So if we get lost, those are the people that you're going to want to ask. And who thought to get me a headlamp? How am I going to see upstairs? No, I'm joking. I was literally joking. I love those, by the way. So I know you guys are going to have an amazing time here. The one thing that we ask is this is actually somebody's home. So it's not a museum. We want you guys to respect it. So just keep that in mind. Don't run. Nothing is going to scare you. Even the spirits that are here, they're very kind and friendly. They're not going to push you down the stairs. They're not going to cause you to run out the door. So just please don't run. And it's going to get dark in certain spots. So when we get upstairs, so there's that. If you have questions, just please ask. What's up?
Which of the lions everywhere?
The lions? The lion is the theme of the castle. So, okay, a little bit of the history, and then we're going to do a quick walk upstairs, and then we're going to switch off in about 15 minutes, okay? So just bear with me. This place was built in 1885. It took 7.5 years, and it cost $1.3 million to build back then. You want to guess what that is today?
Oh, 43 million.
Very close. You're actually pretty dead on. It's 35 to 50 million. So the family that this was built for, they moved in. They lived here for just 8 years.
Wasn't that like Lady and Dr. Johnson or something?
Yes. So Lady Johnson was from Europe, and her husband was from this area. He actually owned property right across the cornfields. Now they had met, married. He hired all these craftsmen to build the home. In 1900, her dad cut the money off in order to live here. And what happened is the doctor left the very next day and never came back. And the place was bought and sold a few times. It was a beauty school for a brief time. And then Colonel Wilson bought it in 1939 for just $12,000, which would be $250,000 today.
That my great-great-great-grandpa.
You were right. So his picture is right up there. You see that? That's Herbert Wilson. And then he lived here with his family until 2009. And the niece, the granddaughter, she lives on the property just in one of the other homes. So the castle is only used for tours and then these investigations. All right? So it's 13,000 square feet. There's 32 rooms, 10 bedrooms, and 8 bathrooms. It's the third largest privately owned home in the state of Vermont. So we're going to go from the library, we're going to go upstairs and meet at the pool table. Okay? What's up?
How did they die here?
So only one person has passed away here, and that was at the top of the stairs. So let's go up there, because the second floor is where the majority of the activity gets described.
Is it because of Parkinson attacks?
I was just thinking ghosts in a second. The room across from that is the most haunted. Is that true?
The art room is pretty active, but from what a lot of people have said, Sarah's bedroom, which is right up above where we're standing, it's a pink bedroom that is the most active. So
Isn't it like there's a portal supposedly in the closet?
you guys know a lot about this. So that's another good question. Who has seen any of the YouTube videos?
From here,
My mom was just saying my mom was here once.
So there are some different theories. One of the theories is that there's a portal up in Sarah's bedroom too. So let's head on up there so we can go see, okay?
They come and go. Oh, guys, I know that. Why would we just watch those guys? Come on.
And she made a joke and then he had a heart
Yeah. My tours run about like 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay guys, so the pool table here is original to the castle. So the room that we were just in was the room that was actually made for. Now, above, do you guys see the ceiling above where we're standing?
Yeah.
That was hand painted by Italian artists.
Whoa.
and they use shadows to make it look like fabric.
He's so good.
So isn't that nuts? It took 4 years to paint that.
Makes
Can you
sense.
imagine being on your back for that long?
It makes sense.
I can't. So the second floor, guys, is the most active for the investigations. So when the groups are here, they'll get the most activity up on this floor. How I would describe it to you guys in a nutshell is the activity seems to follow a diagonal line that cuts right through the house. So Sarah's room is the #1 most active space. Then it comes in through the pool table area, and then it goes over into this additional bedroom over there, which has the black dress with the white collar. A lot of our guests have reported seeing a lady with a black dress and a white collar either looking out the windows from up here, or they'll actually tell the various tour guides that they've seen her in Sarah's bedroom. Now, starting in the 1970s, so like 55 years ago, guests would pull the tour guides aside and said, "We see a lady looking out the windows in that pink bedroom," or they sense a sadness or a heaviness in that room. We did discover that the Johnsons did lose their firstborn child, which is very unfortunate. So the theory there is that Sarah may be mourning the loss of that son in that room. So what I would suggest to you guys is tonight on your investigation, definitely choose to spend a little time in that room, okay? Now take a lot of pictures. If you have a phone, take 3 photos directly in a row because that'll help solidify any evidence that you get. And try to be in these spaces with you being the only one in that room, okay? So, use the mirrors. My favorite story involving that room was 5 ladies that spent the evening here a few Octobers ago, okay? So my favorite thing to do is in the morning ask them how their night went, right? They thanked me over and over and over again. They go, "Thank you for leaving the heat on in Sarah's room for us." What happened is they get very cold and chilly and they go over by, there's a grate on the wall. They would sit over there and they get really nice and warm and then go investigate. And then they get nice and cold, so they come back and warm up, go investigate. They did this 5 times throughout the night. They actually said they heard the furnace firing up in the basement. The funny thing, guys, is there's no fuel for this furnace. And this furnace hasn't operated for over 50 years. So I have no idea what they heard, but they all swore to me that there was heat coming up through that grate. The closet in there is also reported to be the portal, which is allowing the spirits that are not connected to the castle to come and go as they please. So, yes, Connor.
So, how old do you think this pool table is?
1895. It was made in Boston. And it's been on every floor of the castle. And you know the spookiest thing on the table?
What?
Is the 8-ball. So that was stolen off of the table a few years ago. Somebody took it. Within a month and a half, it was mailed back. So we don't know exactly why, but things that get taken from here tend to get mailed back pretty quick.
It's probably because like
They're haunted.
they're haunted, and then like their house becomes haunted, and then they sleep and they hear noises, footsteps, and then they're like, look, let me mail this back, see if it works.
Yep, you're right, you could be. So who believes here in haunted objects?
Me, so much.
Is it a haunted doll?
No, literally,
What kind of object do you believe could be haunted?
I've experienced with ghosts. Like, can I tell a story?
Sure.
So, I was editing my YouTube video, and I was sitting on a blue chair. And my brother is at his dad's house, and I'm home alone because my mom's doing something. My dad's taking my brother to his dad's house. And I'm sitting in the blue chair, and it's loading, and I'm looking directly at Ian's room. And before this happened, I checked in his room, the closet door is closed, this door is fully closed. I looked directly at that door. About 5 minutes after, I heard the door handle turn, and I was staring directly at it. It opened, and we make jokes that his closet's haunted, his room's haunted. And I look in the room, and I was like, I'm just gonna close this, and his closet door's open. And I'm like, what was that?
Wow.
And I just
Come up the
go over
stairs.
there. I closed the door. I just go over there. I closed the door. I closed the other door. And I just like, if there's anyone here that just did that, can you do that again? And it never happened ever. Never happened.
Wow.
So I don't know what happened, and
Do you think it was your house that caused
I
that, or do
think
you
it's
think
the
it was
house
an
that's
object?
causing it because that house has been there ever since Irene, and it survived Irene. So
Why is there a ball in there?
It's just a
A
bowl.
pool ball?
It's just,
Just a
this is a
random
pool
ball.
table.
Yeah.
I also have a story. This was like recent, like a month or two ago. I was at a friend's house, and we were chilling. Their mom was out getting groceries. We were on the couch playing video games, and we heard the faucet turn on in the kitchen. No one was home at that time. No one except us, and we were all on the couch.
you're like, get the crossword.
No. So and then we were like chilling, being like, oh, it's probably just wind. And then it happened again, and Amy was like, oh, it's the washing machine. And then we went in, and she was like, see the washing machine. And then I turned on the faucet, and she was like, that's what we heard. And then she
Oh
booked
my
it.
gosh.
And we literally asked, if there's a ghost here, make a noise. And something literally fell down in the kitchen.
The vacuum turns on by itself here sometimes.
And like, no.
Oh wait, go ahead.
Do you guys have clairvoyants come here?
So we do have mediums and psychics, and I would say maybe some that are clairvoyant or like savants, maybe.
Oh,
My
yeah.
mom is a pagan, so she like sees ghosts, but it's like a flicker. Like
Mhm.
seeing someone in the corner of your eye.
The thing with the whole psychics and mediums thing, so the funny thing with me personally, guys, is I used to never fully believe it. And I do think that some people might be like faking it, okay? And that's with anything, right? I have been proven wrong. So many different ways. Or not proven wrong, but like shown that what the psychic was saying was actually legit and real. So one of my passions here is the history. Okay, and it's finding the actual history of the families that have lived here. And one of the things that's really interesting in my opinion is I will do my research and I'll be finding this little bit of information. And then I've got either the psychics or somebody in the paranormal community, and they come up with an answer that's either the exact same as what I just had on my side, if that makes sense. It might be a little confusing, but we're both basically following the same highway, and we intersect all the time. Those intersections make it very, very interesting here.
Yeah.
So,
Like, never mind, I forgot what I was gonna say, sorry.
no, it's okay. I used to, that was just me personally.
Yeah.
As far as how much I'm a skeptical believer. I believe in the paranormal, but I will honestly tell you 9 times out of 10, something that happens, it's not going to be paranormal, because I want to say it's something else. The
You
wind.
want to sleep tonight?
Yes, but in my eyes, when something that happens that I can't explain happens, it makes it a lot more real to me, right?
Everyone's fault.
It's good to be
So, for instance, last October, I'm having a casual conversation with this lady, and you guys see the office here. So see how there's a light between the bottom of the door and the floor? So it's 9:30 at night. The sun's not out, so it's not the sun, but there was a light on in that room. So it looked exactly like what you see. And here I am, casually having a conversation with someone, and I see, under my peripheral vision, somebody walking in that room, right? And I got upset because here, I thought someone was in our office, so I walk over there, hoping to tell someone that they can't be in there, and no jokes, no one's there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I literally just saw this, like, there's no way that could have been anything else other than somebody walking in that room. There's no way for them to go once they're in there, you gotta jump out the window.
But there's
Isn't
no
there
windows
like
open.
upstairs, there's like these big round windows?
Mhm.
Hasn't there been incidents of seeing people walk around them?
They have seen people walking up in the windows upstairs with a lantern. So. How are we on time?
It's 4:50.
Oh, thank you. Should we switch soon?
Sure.
I'm not sure.
I don't know what that means, but sure, that sounds good. Yeah.
So let's go back downstairs because I think we're hitting about our 15-minute mark. I want to make sure that we're on the schedule. So, thank you guys. I know that was kind of an abbreviated kind of tour. I believe you guys will investigate more of the castle when you're actually going out. Yes.
One question. Have you ever like explored and investigated here? And if so, what's your favorite room besides Sarah's room?
The art gallery. And I investigate occasionally, but generally I will kind of let them do their own thing and head out. Favorite room to investigate would be Sarah's room. Just because she's very, very frequent to talk to, so she definitely wants to tell her story. So, very friendly, very kind. Art gallery during the day, because of how tall and big and bright that room is, it's phenomenal. So, all right, let's head downstairs.
like an Oculus in a sense, or like a Phasma box, or like a necrophonic type of thing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it pulls through frequencies.
Guys, let's be
I have
quiet. Quiet. Quiet.
Is there anyone here that would like to say their name?
Reese. I heard Reese. Is your name Reese?
Yeah, no, the same one.
Is there any spirits here? Or what about Sarah? Sarah, are you here? Can you turn off the flashlight?
If your name is Sarah, please interfere with some device.
Flashlight's off.
Yeah, what goes?
Sarah likes the kids.
If your name is Sarah, can you come over here and pick this cap up?
Or
Ooh, ah.
Oh, I said cat.
Sarah, do you like having all the kids here?
Yes.
Did it say exorcist?
Sarah, how many kids do you think are in this room, Sarah? If you could count them, how many do you think are in this room?
If you can't get the same.
Ascend? Ascend? Wait, did it say Allison?
Yours said 7. I thought it said ascend.
I thought I said two. Sarah, is there anyone else here with you right now? You can light up that flashlight again. Or any of these devices on the floor. You can come walk in the room, you know, the tripwire lights. You like those?
This is bad.
That's not bad.
Are they being disrespectful?
Is Elliot here?
You come up and make that light up.
So Elliot was Sarah and John's son, and he was about 8 when he did live. He didn't. They believe he came back as an 8-year-old boy, but he lived a very healthy life. After they moved to Massachusetts once Sarah realized that their money had run out and that John had no money, so they moved to Brookline, Massachusetts, just her and their son Elliot. But they do believe that he's here as the spirit of an 8-year-old boy. Elliot, can you come in this room? Can you come walk up with these cool lights? Show all the kids what you can do. We can play hide and seek.
Yeah, all again.
Okay.
I want to do that.
We play it with the kids here in the dark. Is there a lot of people, Sarah?
No, I
Oh, did you see that?
No.
I did.
I actually saw it.
Colored.
Yay! All right,
Sarah, may I
Sarah.
take a picture?
Pretty good.
Sarah, so we're going to take pictures of you. Show yourself in the picture. Or Blossom, if you're here. We know it was your birthday last weekend, Blossom.
Blossoming. Yay. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey, it's my birthday today. Wow.
Happy birthday to you.
What's blossom?
Please don't haunt any of the people turning an age.
You can't
Those Colonel Wilson's dogs.
Yes, I literally all of a sudden just felt like a cold rush. I'm like, what was that?
My stomach hurts butterfly just because I had a cheeseburger.
Do you like lights?
If there was a,
Give her 1 minute to say. So give about, count to like 10 after you, yeah. Count to like 10 after someone asks a question, just ask another one.
Do you like lights?
Okay. Where'd you go?
I feel like this floor is gonna be sprayed.
we got audience. It's the audience. We got a whole day.
If you are overwhelmed, interfere with a device.
I think you said best ever.
I heard
I heard
best.
best friend.
It's Earl Best says
Best friend.
I heard best end.
Did you say best friend?
Do
you want to end someone in this room.
Okay, can you answer yes or no questions?
You can't something.
I heard you can get in trouble.
I said, I heard I can't control. I
That's
heard you
wrong.
can't
That's
control.
wrong. Wait, if there was a spirit,
See, this
so
I don't do my experience real quick.
if there's a spirit here named Emmett, can you come up here and make this turn? Different color?
This ginger can.
Or if you live in any
Do they
place?
talk about their family at all? I was wondering if like they would want
Yeah,
say anything. Does Sarah?
Oh.
Dropping
I
hints.
used to like
sometimes therapy kind of tries to put yourself in their time period. You know, to ask what they do instead of just asking, ask like, what did you do at, this time of day, or did you have parties here? Just ask questions like,
Do you like the ballroom?
yeah.
How often did
Sarah,
parties
what?
in the ballroom?
Yeah, how often were there parties in the ballroom, Sarah? Was it you that had the parties, or was it the Bernard and the Cummings family? Did you leave?
If you're still here, you could activate the music box in the closet.
Or any of the devices.
I'm out.
Oh, sorry. Have fun headphones, please.
Yeah, you want to
This
try?
method is usually good.
May I get the headphones? May I get the headphones after you, Connor?
You're probably going to do it.
The rest of us can spread out on this floor into like the separate rooms or this area. We're gonna be quiet and ask questions.
Maybe take this.
Yes. The kids see my business, right?
Hey, the trip one. Yeah. Hey, if there's any spirits, do you want to come along and take our thing?
Oh, what the?
Yes. Let's go. Follow me. Alright. I have the thing. I have the different color.
What? You wanna go?
Okay, can I touch this? If you'd like to say anything and like introduce yourself.
Stop, that's the girl in the black dress.
Okay, if you're gonna be in here, pick a spot and kind of be quiet so we can hear what he's saying, but ask questions. But in between every question, make sure it's 20 seconds before somebody else asks another one.
I'm sorry. Oh crap, what am I tripping on? Oh
Sarah,
my gosh.
I know you wanna communicate.
Oh, that's what I did.
with us.
Did you?
Can you come out and talk to us?
Good, sorry. Thank you. Oh crap. Here, let me see. See, I got it. I don't know where this was. It's pointing this way.
Can you talk to the boy in the closet for us?
Isn't he a conversation like they when I was talking?
Can you tell me if there's a boy or a girl in the closet?
Is there a spirit above the
Boy?
Mhm.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, boy, yeah.
Are you happy?
Seagull.
Sarah, are you here with us? Earlier there was a little girl that said she saw somebody by your dress. Was that you? Heard me, but I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, okay. That's good to know, Sarah.